Hi guys, so mic should be on, so you should hopefully be able to hear me. Sorry about that. Had to delay it slightly. Just as I hit go live, my middle son and my younger son arrived back from college and car swapping and things, so I thought I'd hold off before I actually switched to the crafting view and went live. So sorry if you were waiting, but I'm here. Hopefully you can see it all. I'm hoping the image isn't too bad for you guys. It looks a little bitty on my screen, but I don't think changing that down is going to help. I think it's just the way it looks. So I'm hoping it's not too bad for you and you can still see that we're doing a swan and that it's all good. But let me know if you can hear me. Hopefully you can. But we're just going to do the 5D painting today because I'm tired and I just wanted to do something easy, and I started this back in November last year, I think it was, and we got this section done, and then I haven't had time to do any more, so I thought we could try. I'm going to try to do this at least once a month from now on. I've still got the cross stitch to get done, so I thought if we switch out between this and the cross stitch or something, and then any other crafts I feel like doing, and hopefully that'll be alright. So we will see. I've just realised I haven't actually put it live on the socials, so let me just do that. Could have done that when I was waiting for them lot, but I kind of forgot they hadn't done it. I'm not with it today, to be fair. I'm all kind of that's why we're doing the 5D painting, so it's nice and simple and slow and gentle, you know. I have to respond to that thing later. But yeah, we're just going to do this. It's nice and simple, so I hope you're alright. I'm hoping you can all hear me. No one said anything. But we will see. Now, I can't remember what colour we were working with last because it's been so long, so I'm just going to pick a random colour within this section and we're going to do that section. I've already pre-cut these into little sections that I aim to get done roughly in a stream, but whether I will get them done is a different matter. But we will see. I think. Should we start with number 3, which is 3768 long, I think. 3768. 3768. I will say the same number and check it multiple times because my brain is definitely fried today. 3768, yeah. Okay, so this is the colour we'll go with. But hopefully we will be good. I tried to find the white one, the big white one I found broken. But I found a smaller white one that had the long tubey bit on it to make it easier to pack away. But I can't, I put it up safe. And when I put things up safe, I can't find them again. So I can't actually find them at the moment. I'm just going to check that you guys can hear me because nobody has said anything. Hopefully this should go through my hearing aids. Yes. There we go, I can hear myself there, so definitely working. So we're doing number 3. Well, what else have I got some wax on? I told you I'm totally out of it today. Had board game group last night, which was good fun. We had a good laugh. Played some games I hadn't played before. They were really interesting. I'm going to put that there to lean my hand on because I got a little bit of tremoring going on today. So I need to steady my hand. Another reason why I'm doing something simple, because if this goes wrong, it doesn't matter because it's just for me. But how are you all? What are you up to today? Did everyone have a great Easter? And I spoke to some of you on Tuesday, but that was for YouTube. That was on my other channel. So my crafty YouTube friends I haven't chatted to yet this week, so I hope you had a good Easter and the weather was good for you. Check I didn't put that on top of it. Oh, did leave it in the right place. Yay me! Actually my son's birthday tomorrow, my youngest son's. So we're going out for a meal tomorrow night, which I'm looking forward to. It's my nephew's birthday today. We got invited to go out to a meal with him today, but we've got to wait till payday, which is tomorrow, so we can go. Because I'm kind of broke. It's that time of month, you know what it is. All the bills are gone and there's nothing left. Hope the music volume's alright for you. This is music by Klaus, and YouTube, his Instagram is linked. The wonderful Holly from Imaginary Holly on Twitch, who gave me permission to use this music. And it's just something relaxing to have on in the background. I've been trying to give the credit on Twitch too, but the description doesn't have enough enough characters for me to fit it all in. Still haven't got the positioning of this table sorted so I can come further back. So it's kind of having to look back to check if anyone's chatted or not. So if I miss your chat, I'm sorry. I will respond as soon as I see it. I thought just something nice and gentle and relaxing for the day is what I need, and hopefully you guys will enjoy just some relaxing 5D painting. What do you guys call this? Do you call it 5D painting? Do you call it diamond painting? Dot art? Dot painting? There's so many different names I hear for it. I don't know how diamond painting came in. I suppose they sparkle kind of like diamonds. And obviously 5D, it's not really 5D. So again, I don't know how that come out. So dots makes more sense, but I often call it 5D paint just because that's what it was when I first was introduced to it. I don't know how many dots are on this thing. I'm not calculating it. But it is a 58 by 48 centimetre piece. Somebody is welcome to do the math on that if they want, but I'm not. Because I will probably cry when I work out how many dots I have to place. I think after the 3s I'm going to do the number 1s because that will fill in this section here and the odd one there. I think that's going to be the best bet. I had grippy things to put on these. I even found them out and I don't know what I did with them again. I think I may have dumped them in my stationery drawer, but I can't get to that while this table's here, so I have to leave it till next time. What I might do is see if Duncan can create a wooden handle that I can stick this one into because there's no cap on the end, so if Duncan can create a wooden one I can fit that and it'll be easier for me to hold. That's the one problem with these. They are quite small to hold and it hurts my hands. Too keen on this colour we're doing. I imagined it to be much more vibrant, and some of this looks like it is going to be vibrant, but this bit's quite murky in colour, which not something I particularly wanted. There's much more colour, bright colour all along. All wax on this already. I don't know what it is. Some days the wax lasts blooming ages, and other days the wax just lasts like 5 minutes. I don't know if it's the way I'm picking them up and pressing it or what. Picking up the wax very well. Kind of seems to be leaving it behind. Hopefully that I've done it. Yeah, but then in my phone board. Oh well, never mind. this is one of my puzzle boards. I do have one that I got Craftwork on to use for crafts, and I've forgotten to switch it over. So we're using my puzzle board right now. But a few dents shouldn't affect the holding and levelling of the jigsaw puzzle, so it should be fine. Still haven't decided what jigsaw puzzle I'm doing next. Thinking of doing one of my Disney ones, the orchestra one. That one looks fun. It's a panoramic one, so it's a slightly different shape. So I'll make sure I can get it all on camera. Though with these cameras, I probably could. But I've got this pretty close to me. It's literally just slightly above the pen. So I don't actually have a lot of room to manoeuvre. And it's still showing you the whole thing. So I think if I put it up a little higher, it's going to catch it just fine. Thing actually captures so much that any higher actually captures my tower for my PC and the shelving unit, so I had to bring it down real low so that it would stop capturing all the stuff on the outside. And there's no zoom capability, so this is kind of as close as I can go. So I'm hoping you guys can see it okay. So those on Twitch watching, if you're enjoying my content, please do check my other videos. And you're not giving me a follow yet, please do give me a little follow. I'm trying to get to affiliate. You need 50 subscribers, but for some reason, even though I now have over 50, it's not registering 50, it's still only registering 49, so waiting for it to tick over. Main thing for affiliate that I want 3, 7, 6, 8, is that I can give some customer modes, and that's what I'm looking forward to. I've been designing them already. If you're in my Discord, you would have seen me testing out the first one yesterday. Can't test animated things in Discord unless you've got Turbo though, so I couldn't test it properly. So I just have to hope it works when I upload it, but we'll find out. But I think it will. Okay, that's all threes. Got way too many extra out there. So I think we're going to do one, so we can fill in that bit there and that odd one there, and then we'll decide after that which one we're going to do next. What do you guys do with your leftover gems? I was keeping them to use it for something and then never got round to it, so I ended up just binning them. Which I feel real bad about because it's plastic into the bins, which I really didn't like. I didn't know what else to do with them. I didn't have room to keep them here. So I'd love some ideas on how to be a little more environmentally friendly with them. Right, one is 792. So there's got to be a lot of ones in this because I've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4 tubs of 792. So there must be a lot of ones spreading around. Oh yeah, It's actually this whole background here is ones. Okay, so we're doing a lot of them eventually, but there's only a couple here. Well, a few more than a couple, but you know, there's not many here to start with. Let's do that single one in there. And do these ones. Still haven't got round to moving my mic over to the correct side, so that's still pretty far behind me. I'm hoping you guys can hear everything alright, because I know sometimes I get quite quiet. Wonder why it's not picking up, because the wax has fell out onto with that gem. So, re-wax. I bought this one from a company that's UK based, who I thought, because they were selling licensed material, a legit company with a proper license. But then I found out they were just selling licensed stuff illegally. So I couldn't sell these on in my shop as planned, so now I do them all. Annoyed me because they weren't cheap. So that's all the ones done. Right. What do you reckon? Should we do the sevens? Because we've got quite a few there and in here. And then got a couple dotted around, and then some more here. So I think we'll do 7 next. So 7 is 154. You know what it says? 7, 154. 154, which is absolutely the lowest number we have. Just noticed my Twitch has got the wrong thumbnail again. Has it changed category on me again? It has. Ugh, for God's sake. I don't know what it is with Twitch. It keeps changing its categories. I checked it 3 times before I went live to make sure it was how I scheduled it. And then it's still changed. Okay. Hopefully we're back in the right category again. Yeah, I can see when I went live, the stream elements, it ended in the wrong place again. Don't know why it keeps doing that. If anyone knows, please let me know, because that is really annoying. I'm hoping the closed captions are working. I've got them switched on. They don't look like they're working though. Are they working on the YouTube end? I've got them switched on there too, supposedly. It's supposed to be on. I don't know why it keeps doing this. Right, is it working now? Are they actually capturing anything? When I first tried, they worked, but not very well. But now they don't seem to be working at all, and I don't know what's going on. Yeah. Oh well, I can't do anything more than that. I'm sorry. I tried to put them on. I don't know what else to do on them. If anyone knows, please do tell me, because I'd happily change whatever setting it is I need to change to make them work. But they don't seem to be working. Right, we're doing number 7, aren't we? 154. 154. Yes. If anyone's using the captions, or trying to use them, and they're not working, can you let me know, please? Remove my cover back. We'll do that. Move the back of it. Better rest my hand a bit more. Too high up. There we go. And this is a pretty colour, but it's not one I would have picked for the background of a Vibrant Swan. And that one colour I just done, the ones. I don't know, it might look better once it's all done and work against the White Swan, I suppose. I mean, the artist obviously knows what they're doing, so I think it's just that I really like bright colours, so some of these seem a little dull to me. And there's someone at my door, but hopefully someone else will be able to get to it, because I can't. Oh, apparently I've got a parcel. Don't know what it's for. I'll open it and find out for me. Now I know what's just arrived. I had a lovely lady contact me. I won't say who in case she doesn't want to be named, but she saw my steampunk photo and she had a mask that went perfect with it, and this just arrived. Look at that. How stunning is that? One of my steampunk outfits is what I call my Beetlejuice outfit. It's a black and white striped dress, and this is going to go perfect with it. Look at that. Obviously I've got glasses on, I can take them off. It's perfect. Thank you so much. I will message the lady and let her know it's arrived after stream, but it's perfect. Oh, I love it. Let's put that somewhere safe. Let's put it on there. Nothing gets knocked on that part. Oh, I'm excited. I'm going to have to try it on later. I've got elastic I can attach to it. But that's going to be absolutely perfect to go with that dress. The colour and stripes is just amazingly, perfectly matched. Next time I'll wear the dress, I'll put it on and have a photo up in the Discord. Or up on my Facebook page. The Facebook page is not very active. I mean, my Discord isn't because it's new. But the Facebook page is quite old, but people just aren't as active on it anymore. So I may end up getting rid of it, because there's no point in me trying to keep an eye on it and dealing with the spam from it if no one's using it, you know. I have the odd lovely lady who shares their work, but that's it. No one else really comments or responds to any of my posts or anything on there anymore. I think everyone's just so busy with life, they just don't have time to hang out in Facebook groups. And that's if you're still on Facebook, because a lot of people obviously left because issues. I'm only on it really because of the business side of things, because I've got my business pages on there, so that customers always can contact me. But I don't like phones, so I don't like them phoning me. They can email me, but if they want a quicker response, messaging me on Facebook is much faster. Okay, need some more of the seconds. Finish off these bits here and here. This is probably because I rest my hand to guide me. I keep sticking to it. Hi DJ, or Duncan, working away. Should be nice and quiet for me, I haven't got much to say, but at least the lurk thing worked. Thank you for the lurk. interested to see what colour this is going to end up being. So it looks like it could be a potentially bright colour. Against these dark colours it would pop, but I don't know. Hard to tell on a small picture because I wasn't expecting this lot to be quite so dull. I need to get some sound set up for when people do things like laugh and that. And that way I can see someone's commented that they are. But I'm still learning how all the commands work on Twitch and Steam Elements and all that sort of stuff. So at the moment I'm just glad I managed to get the stuff to at least respond when people use it. So I'm hoping to stream tomorrow and Sunday. But I don't know what I'm going to stream yet, whether it be games, crafts or whatever random thing I fancy. Depends how I'm feeling tomorrow morning to whether I'll get them streamed tomorrow. It wasn't too good this morning, so I got up much later than initially planned. So I might not be able to stream tomorrow, depends, because I can't do it tomorrow afternoon. I'm pretty sure that's when Cold goes live, when I'm watching Cold. But in the mornings I might be able to do it if I'm feeling up for it. But Sunday, Duncan, Mally, Reese, and a bunch of Mally's friends are all going karting for Mally's birthday. His birthday's tomorrow, but with work and college and things he can't go on his actual birthday, so they're going on Sunday. But I won't be going. I can't do karting as much as it's fun. My body can't handle that sort of stuff. So I'll be home probably alone, so I'm going to assume my oldest Kurt is going to be working. So I'll probably stream to keep myself company, but I don't know what I'll be doing. I might be drawing emotes and things ready for if and when I make affiliate. I'm coming up with new start screens and end screens and break screens and all that, because at the moment I'm using the generic ones I got from Adobe in their little section where you can create your own, just use their pictures and things. So I'd like to create my own, so I've got some ideas, but just trying to narrow down exactly what I'm going to do. Because obviously I need it to work for both my crafty side and my game and puzzle side, rather than having to have two different setups. I think it's just easier if the start and end screens combine them all. So I need to work out what I can do. It's going to incorporate everything. So I'm having a think, I'm having a play, and we will get there eventually, I'm sure. Right. What should we do next? I don't know whether to do the slash lines and fill in those bits, or whether we knock out this big chunk, because I'll give me something to rest on when I'm doing them then, won't it? Should we do that? Should we do this big chunk and then I've got something to rest on when I'm filling in the other sections? I think that might be the best plan. So red with a yellow dot is number 10, 902. 902, this one. Looks like we have done a bit of that colour here, look. So again, it's not a particularly bright colour. How far does this section go on there? Oh. Why you suck so much? Oh, there you go. Right, where do we get to? There. So we are covering that bit. So let's do those here. And then I can put my thing down out of the way again. Not out of the way, put my thing down to keep my hands from sticking. I do have pens with attachments that have longer lines so that you don't have to do one at a time, but I never could get those to work. I just can't line enough things up. I mean, like there's 3 lined up there, but the rest of them are just mostly random. I don't know how people get them all to line up so neatly. So I just do one by one. And I think it works fine. I can't believe we're almost at the end of April already this year. This year has gone so fast, it's insane. Surely, the older we get, I think the more we forget what's happened each day. So we just lose track of where we are. And so everything seems to go so much faster when they're younger, and there's so much excitement and so much going on, and you remember all the boring bits to go with it, which my memory doesn't. It doesn't seem to take as long to do things. It doesn't seem like the thing goes as fast, but it definitely does. The whole year goes so fast, but when you're at school and your every day is dragging on, I think it seems like it's much slower. I know my youngest is super looking forward to college being over. He's had enough of being in education and the annoying people he has in his class. He's got a bunch of kids who apparently don't want to do stuff. Oh. Hi Remy! Hi Happy! Sorry, I'm completely oblivious to people arriving in. I need some kind of thing so I get a little beep or something when people chat, and then I might not lose track of where I am. My mic is very quiet. Hold on, let's have a look, see. How's that? Is that any better? I still haven't switched my mic over, and I think that's part of the problem. I need to get it switched from over behind me to more in front of me. But hopefully that's a bit louder. This is the problem. Duncan's in lurk mode, so he's got me on quiet while he's working, so he doesn't notice whether the mic gets quiet or not. But how's your chair, Emmy? When do you get it? You look like you're having so much fun in the clip. The chair looks nice. What have you been up to today anyway? Yeah, I don't think I can move my mic at the moment because it's kind of strapped down. So I think it's as close as we can get it. I know, I might be able to turn it up in the actual software. Let's have a look, see. Audio. Okay, that's as loud as it go up in the software as well, so how's that? That's as loud as I can get it, so hoping that's working alright. The problem is, as I get into this, that's very loud now. Oh god. Oh no. Okay, how's that? Is that any better? Hi Pyrex. Alright, perfect. Okay, goody goody. It's such a balancing act trying to get this damn thing to work properly. Because depending on the ATEM's mood, depends on what volume's coming through the ATEM. You get it tomorrow. Nice! Have you got a nice trip planned at the weekend to go out and test it all out? I'm impressed yours goes 22 miles. Mine only goes 15 and I thought that was pretty good, but 22 is amazing. You'll be able to go on such long trips. Couldn't quite tell, is it a 1 battery system or a 2 battery system on your one? You been up to anything good today, Pyrex? Yeah, I really hope your chair works well for your LARPing and that as well. Are you gonna pimp it out? I still haven't done mine. I'm supposed to set it up for doing steampunk things along with my crutches and that. And I've had my chair 2-3 years, something like that, and I still have not decorated it up. I keep meaning to, but it's just hard to find something that I can take on and off depending on which event I'm doing. Because there are occasions I do the fairy festival as well, so I'd want it more fairy-fied, and then steampunk obviously more mechanical looking. And just everyday use would be fun to have it pimped up in some way. But it needs to be practical for folding and if it starts to rain. Oh, Emmy, you saw the steampunk outfit that I popped up on your Discord? I had this sent to me to go with it. How amazing is that? I'm not saying who on here because I don't know if they want people to know who sent it. I'll thank them later, but that's going to go so nicely with that dress I was wearing in that picture that I pop on your Discord. So excited. So what are you streaming on Friday, Emmy? Is it another game? Or have we got some Lego or something? If I can work out how, I'll give you a little shout out. I managed to work it out once before. You're working at the moment, so I went, yeah, no worries, Emmy. Let's see, can I work out how to do this? Helps if I can spell shouts, really, doesn't it? Let's see, does that work? Ha! I think it worked. Yay! You're streaming Creature of Ava tomorrow. Ooh! Awesome, I'll have to look that up and see what we're going to get. I don't know that one. Pyrex, do you stream? If you do, I'll work out how to give you a shout out too. I don't know if you guys can do the command as well. I don't quite know how it works. They don't work out in my YouTube. I don't think there's a system for it to work in the YouTube. Yeah, I was playing around with the shout outs when I was trying to give Cheadle a shout out a month or so ago now, and we finally worked out how to do it. But it's just remembering how to do it all. I'm trying to work out how to do clips on my streams. Your crafting room is gold, so are you on about this stuff here or my actual crafting room? I can't remember if I put a picture of my actual crafting room or whether it's just what you can see here, because this is just my filming room, which has got all my jigsaw puzzles and some of my craft supplies. You have another craft room. My actual crafting room is where I store most of my stock. It's a mess, but I could probably turn the camera around and show you because it's just the conservatory behind me. Let's see if I can turn this camera around enough to show you. See if this door will open enough. Don't know if it'll open enough. Let me see if I can go on full webcam a minute. Go on to which stream? Is it that one? I can't remember which camera it is there. Yeah, I don't know if it's I don't think you can see properly, but behind this door is loads and loads of things, and then at the side is I'll take a photo later and you can have a look. I'm gonna cut back to that one. I'll take a photo and pop it up in your Discord later. Trying to get this back to where it was now. But yeah, this is just the backdrop for the thing. 9 followers off 6, that's amazing. See if I can push for more. Yes! I've had a couple of really lovely streamers who I've been recently following give me some shout outs to try to help me get to affiliate. So I've been super excited. Still haven't quite got to affiliate. It's taken a while to... Oh, it may... Build a community he just completed 4 minutes ago, so I'm guessing it's slowly updating on the back end that I've now got 50 followers. So hopefully soon I will make affiliate. I've already started designing emotes and things. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. I've been drawing. Let me pull up my pictures. I've only got one done so far. Where's my pictures there? So, don't know if you can see that. So I've drawn that as one of my custom emotes that I want, and then I also have it as a flashing one. So yeah, I've been working on trying to get some custom emotes drawn ready, so when I do, now I'm just trying to come up with a new starting stream and ending stream ones, because they're just they're ones I got from Adobe, not custom ones. So I'm gonna get some of them designed and hopefully have them up when I get there. Yeah, exactly. It'll happen when it happens, you know. It's nice to aim, so that's my goals. Let's close that back down. Else, my spot is banning people. Likely ban invader restricted. Comatose green. Yeah, that's more spam. This is why I have bots. Yeah, it get there when it gets there. I mean, my first YouTube channel, it took 2 years almost to get to 500, and then another 6 months to get to the 1,000 to be monetized on YouTube. So it took a little while, but now I'm at 8,180 or something. So it goes up slowly, but it goes up. My other YouTube channel, my new one's only on 25 or something at the moment, because it's still very new. So I know it takes a while, and I definitely think Twitch is harder to build up, because obviously if you don't keep with the streaming, your videos disappear. They don't stay, whereas on YouTube they just stay there until I remove them. So I know it's going to take a while, but I kind of really want to get some custom emojis. Being consistent with your stream time is helpful. Yeah, and I'm trying to always do Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2 PM until about 5:30, give or take. And then try to add in a Friday or a weekend one when I'm feeling up to it. Unfortunately, my health doesn't always allow me to stick to those. Sometimes I go a bit later, start later, and sometimes I have to finish earlier, and sometimes I'm not feeling up to it at all and haven't. Like after the wall show, I couldn't stream because I just didn't physically have it in me. I had to rest, and I'm still recovering now, but it's not as bad now as it was. But I think hopefully a couple of times a week, semi-consistency will be good enough eventually. But we will see, innit? I feel it's purely so I can do the custom emotes and have something that's mine, you know, rather than expecting to earn lots of money on it or anything like that, because I know you won't. I just want something to show that I appreciate everyone being here and supporting me and keeping me sane when I'm sat here doing crafts all on my own, or doing games on my own and things like that. So that it makes it worthwhile, you know, when people are enjoying coming along and I have people to chat to and things. So I want a little something as a thank you, giving them some custom emotes, I think would be quite nice. If that makes sense. My music stopped. Oh, I know, I didn't go back to that one. There we go. Put the music one on. Forgot to switch. This problem, I've got different scenes for different scenarios, and I forgot to switch back to the scene with the music and things on it. most of the scenes are reasonably similarly set up. It's just the camera positions on the scenes are different. For like gaming and my Switch, they have different scenes set up for them. But they all come through from the ATEM. So changing the scene on my OBS just changes whatever I've told the ATEM to send through. So you get the same camera positions if I forget to change the theme, but you don't necessarily get the music or the mic or whatever I've set up on it, because there's no mic on my BRBs or my starting and ending stream, so if I forget to switch off of them, no one hears me. This music that Holly done is just so lovely to sit and listen to and work to. I know a lot of people just play normal everyday music on their streams, but because I keep mine as VODs and I stream to YouTube as well, I can't play, you know, Spotify list or something, because I will get dinged badly. And I don't want copyright strikes against me. And I'm not splitting the music audio off because I'm too lazy. That's a whole bunch of hassle that I don't want to do. I forgot how tired my hands can get doing this. Definitely need Duncan to build me a wooden handle to make it easier to grip. But hopefully he'll have time to do that. He's got some crochet hooks he needs to replace before the next show, but we've got a little while before the next show, so hopefully he'll be able to knock me out a handle for this. But he does have a long list of stuff that he wants to make, so I can't keep jumping with you. I could learn how to do it myself, but I don't think me and chisels and fast spinning things would be a good mix. And it takes one hand jerk or tremor for things to go badly wrong. I kind of wish I had the ones with the square. Why are they doing it so soon? Mine's currently under review right now. I got the text confirmed they got my forms yesterday, day before, and I'm terrified. With my extra stuff, that should put me onto the higher rate, which I should have been on in the first place. But I am terrified they're going to take it away because of the new rules. I know they're not supposed to be in place until, what was it, November they're supposed to come in place. But I don't trust them. And my PIP money pays for a lot of my extra meds I have that I don't get on the NHS. Because there's a lot of stuff that they no longer provide on the NHS. I had to fight just to get my vitamin D, which my endocrinologist says I have to be on. But my doctor keeps trying to take away my antihistamine meds because he doesn't believe that I could possibly need them during the winter months. It doesn't cross his mind that it's not just pollen and grass you can be having problems with. Yeah, November don't trust. Yeah, that's it. You can't trust them, can you? I mean, we looked at what they scored me the last time, and so many things they didn't score me on, they just completely ignored. Apparently, because I don't take meds for my anxiety and my agoraphobia, which is diagnosed agoraphobia, because I don't take meds for it and I try to do it through mental help and things, you know, meditation and all that sort of stuff, I can't possibly have it. So they refused to acknowledge it. I had any of it, which drives me mad. You don't have to be medicated for everything. How half the stuff I have there's no medication for. I'm sure you understand that well, I mean, because half of it doesn't get done for any of us chronic health people. It's like, you can't possibly be in that much pain if you're getting up and you're doing things. It's like, no, we don't have a choice. We have to get up and do it. If we don't get up and do it, nothing gets done. Like yesterday I went to board game group in the evening and come back last night, and every night Duncan helps me do some stretches to try to stop me getting too stiff, because my movement was getting very restricted. Started to do my leg stretches and my tremors and jerking started so much that I actually couldn't stand up. So we had to skip them because my legs just weren't gonna allow me to stand and do any stretching. So I went out, I looked fine when I went out, but by the time I come home, I was incapable of standing. But people don't see that. They see me do something and assume I'm alright all the time, because I don't film when I'm in my worst states. Sorry, this keeps going off. Let's put that on silent, hopefully that's sorted it. I always forget to put my watch and my phone on silent. I haven't put the phone on silent, actually I should do that too. Is that on silent? Yes. So you're gonna pop some photos up on the Discord once your chair arrives, Emmy. I should share my Discord. I always forget. Are you guys still with me? Because that disappeared on my end for a second. Hi Cheryl. Sorry, I missed your chat there because for some reason my chat thing disconnected. But I think we're back. I don't know what's going on. So, sorry, I don't know when you said hi Cheryl. I don't know what happened there, but I think we're back. it looks like everything's still streaming. I don't know what happened there. Sorry about that, people. So what are you up to, Cheryl? Are you doing some more spinning today? Yeah, I think everything's alright. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Both channels disappeared off the restream chat. And I don't know why. But I think we're still live. It doesn't look like anything's gone down, so hopefully we're still good. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping we can get on some of these brighter colours soon. Don't know if we're going to have some nice brighter colours in among this lot. Let's see. What's E? Which should we start getting here and here? 355. No, that's still a duller colour too. God, when do we get some bright colours in this? I'm determined to follow it along that way. Because that way I'll have something for my hand to rest on when I work further up. Yes, spinning, we had a big snowfall on Tuesday of about 15 inches of snow. Damn, Cheryl. I'm not sure how we'd cope with that amount of snow over here. An ad came and just... Sorry, Cheryl, I thought it would give me a warning so I could pause them, but I didn't spot any warning coming up. Yeah. Because I'm supposed to be able to pause the chat, the ads in YouTube when they're coming up, but I didn't spot a warning coming up on it. So, hi Cheryl, how are you doing? Yeah, my chat disappeared for a second, so I don't know how long you waited for me to see you. Sorry about that. It's disappeared from my restream stuff. Most of it's gone now. Oh wow, so it came and went pretty fast then. I bet it was pretty, even if it was a bit annoying. I've been seeing TikToks of people who've had massive house stone storms and the destruction they're doing. It's like, God almighty, I thought we had problems with house stone here. But those places having some serious problems. But we tend to come to a standstill if we've got like an inch or two of snow, because people just don't seem to know how to cope with it. We're not built for it in this country. Because though we get a wide range of weather, it's never really extreme weather. Which I'm very grateful about. So I love a good thunderstorm, but that's because our thunderstorms are reasonably mild. It was 1 degree this morning. Ooh. I was a little chilly, which is why I've got a hoodie on, but it's not actually that cold here. What does my phone say? Yeah, we're like 15, so we're not too bad. We got a low of 6 today, apparently. But from what I gather, it's going to get warm here next week, as we're looking into the 20s, which for most people they love, but I can cope with a range of around 18 to 20, and then after that, I'm like, it's too hot, I can't cope. I'll probably have a bunch of fans on me next week while I'm streaming, so the sounds will probably be annoying, but there's no way I'm going to cope without them. I was saying earlier, Shell, that I'm gonna go live possibly on Friday and Sunday next week. This week. So I might be live on this craft one. I haven't decided whether I'm going to do craft or puzzles and games. But keep an eye out in case I go live if you're free. And then we had a chat some more. The only problem with now doing things on YouTube on 2 different channels, it's trying to make sure people know which one I'm going to be on, and when I don't know whether I'm going to craft or game or puzzle for a day, I can't give advance warning. I do love Holly's music, but it makes me quite sleepy. It's just so relaxing to listen to. I have to take my nausea band off because it keeps getting in my way. Hopefully I'll be alright. Put it back on if I need to. Oh, Emmy, how are you finding the new Visible Band? I'm tempted, once my money comes in, to do the new one. We bought oh my god, words, to buy the new band, because as I said, I had problems with the old band and they were basically denying that I was having problems with it, because from their end they couldn't see I was having problems, but like, just because you can't see it don't mean it's not happening. So I wasn't impressed with their customer service, but the actual design of what it does, the pacing, was just so good that I want to try again, and I'm hoping the new band is much better. It's certainly supposed to last a lot longer than the last one. The only issue you've had is disconnects a lot, but then I just repair. I wonder why it's doing that. Saying that, my hearing aids keep disconnecting from my phone, so could be an issue with the Bluetooth side of things, I guess. Yeah, rather annoyingly, my hearing aids will connect to my phone and my iPad, but they won't connect to my computer. It's the wrong kind of connection. My computer has a section to connect hearing aids, but it doesn't fit with my ones. I need to even get small back. Oh yes, go and get the little one. I'll see you later. I keep forgetting that they're back at school now. Easter holidays is over. do we go here? I think we can actually just get those, they're right on the edge. It's a little higher than what we've gone there, but should be fine. Don't have to stick to exact places. Just go wherever I want to, really. My picture, and I can do what I want. Couple more there. I think the edge ones. Hold them back a bit as well, and I can do those bits up there too. Kids here on a spring break. It finally come through. It's taken a while for your messages to come through to my chat shell, so I'm sorry if it takes me a little bit to respond. So you're on spring break. I don't actually know when we've had the Easter holidays, which I don't know if that counts as the spring break over here. Problem is, because I home educated my boys, my oldest two went to school for a very brief period, but otherwise they were home educated most of their lives. My youngest, his whole life until college. I always forget what like the terms and holidays are, other than the summer holidays, which obviously because they're 6 weeks long, so it's a bit hard to forget them. I only ever know there's any kind of break because Mally's usually on a break from college, and I know he's back at college, so I know that they're back. Problem is, different areas have different holidays as well. They don't all line up at the same time. I think Scotland is a week ahead of us, and Hampshire, which is near me, I think they're a week ahead as well, I think. So it depends on whereabouts your kid goes to school to when they're on breaks, and it gets very confusing. I was saying earlier, Cheryl, that I'm thinking of closing the Facebook group down because other than you and Lonna, there's not many people posting on it anymore. It's very quiet. But I don't know if you have Discord at all, to whether you'd be willing to join the Discord group to share your stuff or not. Because I'd miss being able to see yours and Lonna's stuff. But it's a lot to keep the group spam free when there's not much activity going on from actual members, you know. Just handed over my local craft group to some other ladies. I'd stopped hosting the physical meetup at the beginning of the year, but they took it over for me. I was going to close it and they took it over, but I've been on the Facebook group monitoring it for a few months to make sure they could handle everything they need doing, which they're doing fine. So I've removed myself from that now. I'm still in the group, but I'm not admin and it's not associated with my business anymore. So it's one less stress to worry about. But I'm trying to reduce my workload a bit. And if the Facebook group's not going to have much interaction, there's not much point keeping it going. But there's just the odd regular who posts in it that I like seeing the stuff. And I'd miss it if I couldn't see them anymore. I'm not sure how to join Discord. So you can get the app on your phone, or just go on through your computer to get Discord. And then the link that I posted, Discord link, if you click that link, it gives you an invite to my server, so you just have to accept the invite and then you get into my server, and that's where you can post. So the only way to get into someone's server on Discord is an invite link, which is why I share the link so that people can join if they want to. And then you can just choose to post in whichever section you want to post in, and not have anything to do with the other sections you don't want to. There's a few Discord servers I'm in that I mute some of the channels because I don't actually need to see what's going on in those channels. But some of them I like seeing what's going on in it, so I keep those ones open. Yeah, my Discord's not very active at all at the moment, but that's because I've got hardly anyone on it, because it's new. I'm still working out how to do it myself. But it's because it's invite only, you don't tend to get the spam, which means it's less stress to work with. You found your way in, Cheryl. Just got a notification on my watch that you got in. Yay! Welcome to the server. So the server will also give notifications each time I go live. So that way you'll be able to see when I go live, but you can mute individual servers or mute the entire Discord on notifications so that nothing bothers you, and you can customize it to what you want, which I think is quite handy. The problem with Facebook nowadays is, I don't know if you have the same problem, but I'm in a bunch of groups and I follow a bunch of pages of people I want to see, businesses and things, and yet instead of showing me that, it shows me a bunch of other random things that I'm not following and don't care about. Which is really annoying. It's like if I wanted to know about them, I'd be following that page. Build up. Oh, dropping things now, that's real good of me, isn't it? I think I should be able to see you. Yes. There we go. Gave you a little wave. So I don't think any of the servers on my, or any of the channels on my server are behind any walls or anything, so you should be able to see everything I've got on there, which is not a lot. But you're welcome to post any of your crafty stuff or anything else you want to share in there. And if you don't see a subject channel that you want, just let me know and I can add it. Just needed to put the app on your computer. I keep forgetting there's a computer app. I should know that because I use it when I'm doing, I take part in another server's watch parties so we can watch movies together in the chat. And I have that on my laptop so that we can plug it into the TV for a bigger screen. But I always forget about it. Because I tend to only use the app on my phone most of the time. And then if I need to upload things to it, like custom emotes and things, or pictures or something like that, I use the web browser to do it because I find it easier. Right, got all of them. How glue seems to get more and more stuck on this. Just got a couple up there to do. And then, well, a few more than a couple, but just do those and then we'll move on to the next colour. So next Thursday I will be doing my cross stitch because I haven't done that in a while. What I'm going to try to do is alternate between this and my cross stitch and then potentially some other crafts that I'm doing so that I can try to do this and the cross stitch at least once a month from now on. Just try to get some more progress on the cross stitch because I've not made much progress at all. Must check in with Jo and see how she's doing on her cross stitch. I know she was still taking part, but like me, she's doing multiple projects at the same time, so I haven't seen a little update from her for a little while, so I might check in and see what she's doing. Jo's doing the same underwater theme as me, but just a different picture. Right, so let's do the slashes, I think. Do those bits and then we'll do those up there because those go all the way around there. So if we fill in this section it's got some in there, I think that's going to be better. So, backward slash looks to be this one here, 779. Just double check. Yeah, backward slash, not forward slash, so yeah, definitely the correct one. 779. 779. Yep. There's a brown. See, more dull colours. We're still not getting to any other bright colours. I know there is bright colours, but looking at them, they're not super bright. The image makes it look like there's like neon greens and things in it, but none of these colours look particularly bright. I think like the brightest we've got is something along these lines, which aren't particularly bright. Yeah, so I think the colours are a little misleading on this, which is annoying. Because I got it because I liked the bright colours. But yeah, none of those colours look particularly bright. So it's not going to be as vibrant and neon-y as it shows. I don't think you can see, but here the image shows more neon, which I know is not realistic, but it's kind of what I wanted. I like my neon, but it's not doing it. So a little annoyed with that, but I'm sure it'll still look gorgeous when it's done. And I might frame it, I don't know what I'll do with it when I'm done. Probably end up giving it away, that's what I've done with all the rest of them. I gave a whole bunch to my auntie's granddaughter, my cousin's child, which that make it my second cousin. I never understand how all that stuff works. But my cousin's child, I gave a bunch to her because she really liked them, and she was going to decorate her bedroom with them. So after I've done these ones, I'll do the M, which we've got just a few in there, and then we'll move on to the bigger section, which will be a good chunk of where we're going to. Where's the thing? So this line here is that section for what we're doing for the day. Whether we'll get the whole thing done, I don't know. Oops, I just put that on and move that up one. There we go. We got this section done on the last stream we did, but I can't remember how long we streamed for when we did that. Can I see you on Discord? Yes. Yeah, I sent you a little wave. Hopefully that went through. So, let's check, but you should be. So have a look, see. Yep. I can see you. Thank you for joining, but you should be able to share any images and things you want on there. And you can limit how much of your pictures it can see, so you can just tell it exactly what pictures it can access on your device so that it doesn't have full access, and you can just share that picture that you want, which is something I quite like, whereas Facebook tends to have full access to all of your photos when you try to share any. So we've got some of these ones down here, so we'll do these ones down here too. Yeah, I wish when they design these they'd give a more truthful image for the colours that you're going to use, because even the background colour on this is different than what the actual gem pieces are, so you can see the different colours through it, which annoys me. I think it should be a closer match, but it's like the falls have a bright yellow bright yellow circle with the fall, but the colour is nowhere near yellow, so you can see the yellow through. And it's like that doesn't match, and it ruins the picture. But I've started it, so I will finish it. I do think it's a badly designed image for 5D. They should have had a better colour coordination going on with it. Having a drink. I do have healthy drink, not just cola. I have water and peppermint tea, but I just need something cold and refreshing, and I haven't got a lot of water left. It's almost empty, so it was quicker to grab a cola than to wash my bottle out and grab more water. To be honest, I struggle filling my cups because they hold so much, and I have a filter jug in the fridge. It's one of the ones where it sits and you just have to turn the tap, but you have to hold the cup, and it gets quite heavy. And I don't want to drop it, so I tend to get Duncan to refill my big cups for me. So I just grab whatever's quick and simple when it's me doing it, which is not necessarily the healthy choice, but it's better than dropping and breaking my cup. I nearly forgot what I was doing then. And you put it on the nail. I don't know what the owl is. It's not a tiny bit there. We've got some more owls up there. Just a tiny bit there. Right, I think. Alright, we've got two there. Yeah, I think that's all of them for the minute. Because those ones are forward slashes, not back slashes, so they're different colour. Let's see, so I think if we do just those few M's in there, we actually have a few down here as well, so I'll do them and I'll do those M's there. Then I might just do those quick owls before we move on doing these big, because that's a bigger section to do. I think that might be the best bet, so let's see what's M. Ooh, try not to knock it. M is 3860. 3860. M3860, yeah. Again, another boring colour. I'm sure a lot of people will love these colours, but it's just, they muted, and I do neon. heard a noise. What do we get? Raiders from Happy. Hiya! Thank you for raiding in, Happy. I heard the noise. It worked. I don't know if anything came up on screen, but it definitely played a noise. So it's getting there. Thank you so much, Happy. How you doing? Did you have a good stream? And hiya, Bizzle. What are you up to? Let's see if I can work out how to do this shout out, shall we? Managed to make it work with Emmy earlier. So, we're getting the hang of this. We heard a noise. Yeah, you had a noise, yeah. Just played a quick game. Ah, cool. I can do it if you like. If you can do it, Bizzle, go ahead and, because you probably got a better chance of doing it right than me. Oh yeah, I made you a mod, didn't I? So yeah, you can do that sort of stuff. Awesome. Thank you, Bizzle. Another ad. Oh, damn it. I am not getting notifications, Cheryl, that ads are coming up. Let me know when you're back, Cheryl. That's why I'm happy. I like to give shout outs, support everyone on the internet. Everyone's been so supportive for me, and like I'd like to return the favour. And that's the best I can do, is to shout out to the few people watching. So, thank you so much for raiding in. And I'm so glad the sound worked. I'm guessing the image didn't, but I'll work on it. I'm getting there. Slowly but surely, I'm working how to get everything to work. So we got sounds, which is more than I had a month ago when I couldn't even make that work. Okay, so we're doing the M's. So, thank you for coming along and anyway. So what game did you play, Happy? We're just doing some basic 5D painting at the moment, and I'm moaning about the lack. When you're live, I do not get ads. Today I'm getting them. Yeah, YouTube have recently done an update on ad things, and so that means that they're active when I'm live as well now. I don't know what they did, but they never used to come up, and they did. We made just someone in the office start talking to me rude. Hi, Holly. It's called Salt and Sacrifice. It's like a 2D exploring and fighting game. I was enjoying it, but the controls were hard. Ooh, I'll have to look it up. I mean, I don't do well with fighting games. I'm really, really bad. But I'll look it up. Might enjoy watching it because I like watching them. I know, it's just rude, isn't it, Holly? How dare they talk to you? The ad notification was broken for ages. Yeah, this is on my YouTube, the ads, not through my Twitch, because I don't have ads on Twitch yet. I've got a thing that says I can pause ads, but it's not giving me any notifications that ads are about to come, so I know to pause them. I have to keep looking that way, because that's where the screen is. It's got the YouTube info on it. So I don't know why it's doing that at the moment. So sorry about that, Cheryl. We'll have to... Oh, I got it, but I didn't say your name because I wasn't sure if you wanted people to know where it came from. It's here. It arrived while I was live. It's so fabulous. Thank you so, so much. I love it. Look at it. It's amazing, and it's going to go with my dress so well. Yeah, Duncan grabbed the door while I was live and it turned up, and he opened it up, but I didn't want to say your name out because I forgot to check whether you were okay with me telling people it was from you. Yeah, but yes, thank you so much, Holly. It's amazing, and you're right, it's going to go perfect with the dress. So I can't wait to try it on. I can't remember when my next steampunk meeting is, but I think I'll wear the dress again so that I can wear that as well. Yeah, I don't think they gave us the date for the next one. trying to think. No, I don't think they gave us the date. They're as sporadic as they can be, because Phil and Kathy, who run it, Phil works away a lot with his work. He does consultancy work, so they have to work around when he gets back. So send me a pic when you get to wear it. Yes, I will, definitely. Yeah, I'll grab a picture next time I wear. I mean, to be fair, I might go and try it on tonight so I can see how it looks. But yeah, once we do our next steampunk week, I'll wear that, and I'll have to work out what I'm going to do with my hair. Might curl it. My hair can curl with itself, just if I put product in it. But I think I might actually properly curl it, because I think that just goes so much nicer with the mask. Oh yeah, I'm so excited to be able to wear Holly. It's perfect. You were so right when you saw it. Said it would go with my dress. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So just trying to work out what's going on here. Yeah, I can't see what's going on, Cheryl, with my YouTube. Yeah, when you sent the picture through of that, and I'm just like, I went to Duncan like, look at this, Holly said she'll send it to me. I was like so excited. I love any excuse to dress up, and the more I can put onto the outfits, the more I enjoy it. I used to do many years ago. There was a local couple of ladies who used to run balls. They were like post-apocalyptic. You know what I mean? I can't say it. Balls. So we got to dress up in ball gowns and masks and things, but with a more alternative theme to it. And I had some lovely black lace masks and things to go with my outfits. And I absolutely loved it, but they stopped doing them, and we've not had anything like that around here since. So when I found out about Kathy's steampunk group, because Kathy came to my craft group and happened to be talking about steampunk one day while she was there, and found out she run the local steampunk group. So I'm like, can I join? And I've been a member since, so she can't get rid of me. But yeah, it's such good fun. Every Christmas we get dressed up in our finery, and we go along to Mossisfont's house. They do a Christmas themed display there every year, and we get all dressed up in our finery and we go along to that. So they've got used to seeing us turn up there now in our steampunk gear, which is quite nice. And then we do other events, but depends on Phil's working to whether they can actually attend any of the main events. And some of it I don't attend, because like some of the big steampunk groups in this country are not particularly accessible. So I don't go to them. But I hope one day to be able to go to more of them. Especially now I'm doing less wall shows. Did have a friend who used to do LARPing, but I lost contact with her a while ago, so I don't know where the local LARP stuff is done around here. But there's definitely something somewhere. But we do have a new shop that's opened up, which is, it's kind of a board game cafe. It's a tabletop game cafe. It's called Tabletop Tavern, and there's a lot of LARPing stuff going on in there and themed things. So I'm looking forward to attending some of their events at some point, but each event they've had on so far has been when I've been doing a show or something, so I'm now to go. You can have a look when I'm in the office, but I'll be listening in when I can. No worries, Holly, thank you for popping in. Enjoy your lurk, and I hope work's not driving you too much insane. I expect Duncan's probably going insane with his work, 'cause he's been lurking for a little while with his work, 'cause he's got a lot on at the moment as well. Yeah, what I might have to do, Cheryl, is see if I can switch which screens I've got the YouTube stuff on. Just see if I can see anything popping up about the ads. I know I could turn them off completely, but if I turn them off, I'll forget to turn them back on for the VODs, and then I'll make no money. I kind of need some of the money coming in. But they never used to play on the lives at all. It was only on the VODs, so I'd turn it on and it would activate on the VODs, not on the lives. So I don't know why it's suddenly activating on the lives. But I do know that they're changing the way the ads work, so I'm guessing it's something to do with that. Because basically I just let YouTube decide when ads happen, because I'm not going to sit through my stuff and try to work out when the best place is to put an ad. Because I just ramble so much, I don't think there is a good place. I know ads can be annoying, but it's literally part of my income, so... And my YouTube ad revenue has dropped quite a bit this last year or so. The last couple of years. Since COVID really, it dropped. It's picked up a little and then it dropped down again. So instead of a payout a month, I'm now only getting a payout every couple of months. Which is not so good, because I kind of need the money. That's what pays for all of the camera equipment and things. Right, let's do the owl, because we've only got a couple of owls here. Well, we've got 4 owls here. There's a bunch up there, but I'm not going to worry about them, because that's going to be a section we'll move on to. So I'm going to do along the bottom before we move up there. So I'm just going to do those few there. And then we'll move on to this shape, which fills it all in. We've got some X's and some E's, which I'm going to have to be really careful with, because in this light they're a little harder to tell the difference, but they are different. But where's owl? There, which is 327. 327. 327. I'll say the same number over and over again, sorry dudes, but just how I make sure I've got the right one. 327, yeah. Right, we only need 4. That's a few more than 4. Yeah, I don't know why there's just 4 of this colour down here and the rest are all up there. It's not... I don't think... Yeah, there's a couple on the very end here, but there's nothing else there, so it seems odd that they just put those few random ones in there. But it looks like there's a few random there as well, it just needs to be sporadic. Are they skippable ads, Cheryl? Are you able just to skip over them so that they don't annoy you, or are they non-skippable ones? Because often I find if you get non-skippable one, refresh the page and that'll make it go away. See if I can see this symbol on my chart. I think it's that one. Yes. So I was at 8:14. 8:14. Double check. Yep. Yeah, I don't see ads anymore on YouTube or Twitch because I got YouTube Premium and Twitch Turbo, so I never know when ads are playing. I'd got YouTube Premium as a freebie from YouTube last year, but we enjoyed having it so much we decided to get the family one so that we can just share benefits across all of our YouTube accounts. Though I'm the only one who has an actual channel. Well, Duncan has a channel, he just doesn't post on it. We all watch a lot of YouTube, so we're just adding them to like the family thing, and that way they don't get ads either. because Duncan watches a lot of Among Us gamers. And he now also watches a lot of Cold because he loves watching her gaming. But she's just so bloody entertaining, she's fabulous. And it started off with me just watching some of Duncan catching some of Cold's stuff. And then he ends up watching it with me every time. In fact, I think he's seen more than I have at this point because I don't often have time to sit down and watch them during the day when I'm working, because I'm usually editing videos and things, whereas he doesn't need to listen to anything for work. This is all text-based editing, so he can watch stuff in the background. I was supposed to edit some Warhammer videos this week, but I haven't. You can skip them. Awesome, Cheryl. Yeah, just hit skip each time they come up. Yeah, I've got a bunch of build and paint videos that I filmed months ago, but I haven't got around to editing them and putting them up. Kurt's way ahead on his Warhammer painting. Those in the Discord would have seen them, but they will be added into the videos as the weeks come along. So I've got to find the correct photos to go with the week that I'm filming the build and the paint of my ones so that they stay matching in the magazine order. There's a lot of this colour. In theory it's different than this chunk, but I'm not seeing much difference in the colour. I don't know if the lighting will show it much different. I don't know if it's showing much different to you guys. I think there's a subtle shade difference between them, but there's not a huge amount. What are you spinning today, Cheryl? More of the green, or have you moved on to something else? Thank you for the follow, Cozy Cutie Club. How are you today, Cozy? Do you mind if I just call you Cozy? I shorten names all the time because I'm really lazy and I don't say all of it. So if you don't mind me calling you Cozy. Have you had a good day? Or evening, depends on where you're from. Still working on the Greenland sewing and knitting team. Oh, nice shell. That green is so pretty. What have you been knitting and sewing? Another thing that annoys me is you get random other colours that don't belong in the beads. I know it can't be helped, they're little and they can bounce everywhere. It's annoying. Luckily enough, they've always been such different colours, they're easy to spot. Could have been one that's close colour that I've not spotted, but never mind if there has, it don't matter. I'm getting there, got that filled in. So we've still got this colour is still around here. We've got some here and all the way down here. So there's quite a bit of this colour. But I think we're doing well. We're getting it reasonably filled in today. How long have we been going for? Just over 2 hours. So yeah, I think we haven't made too bad a progress, I don't think. Custom sewing and knitting dishcloths. Oh, I love a good knitted dishcloth. Dishcloth and face cloths either knitted or crocheted. They're just, oh, I love them. I find them more scrubby and exfoliating without damaging, because I don't like using proper scrubbers on dishes and things, but I find the cloths can give a nice little scrub away without damaging anything. So we've got quite a few in this house I've made over the years, but I think I need to replace a bunch because I haven't seen them in the kitchen for a while, so I'm going to guess they've got a bit tatty and Duncan switched to good old fashioned J-cloths, which, you know, are fine, but doesn't quite beat a dishcloth, knitted or crochet dishcloth. And I've got plenty of dishcloth cotton here. So I can make more, I just haven't. Maybe I'll make it some of my quick projects and maybe make some on stream sometime, because they'd be reasonably quick. I'd probably knock at least one out in a stream, I would have thought, depending on what pattern I go with. Quite like doing Tunisian ones, because if you do the Tunisian simple stitch, they're quite bumpy, and so it gives a really nice texture for cleaning. Still need to get around to starting my sewing stuff. I've got a bunch of fabric here. I'm going to start trying to do some quilting, but I still haven't started it. The aim is to do paper piercing quilting. I think some really nice patchwork quilts can be done. One of my crafty friends does the most amazing quilts, and she's been doing some when we have craft meetups. And that's kind of got me in the bug of wanting to do some. So I got a bunch of fabric from a local lady who was getting rid of a bunch of scraps and things. But I'm not entirely sure all of the fabric will work for the small hexies. Some of them might work better as more panels, so maybe is it log cabin or something some of them are called, or the stars and things, rather than the small hexies. So I need to have a resort of the fabric and work out what I'm going to use for what. And then probably get my Cricut to cut the fabric out, because I'm incapable of following a straight line. This colour's definitely got a lot more to it. I don't know if we've got much more around elsewhere with it. Got a few on this section here, but I don't think there's any up on these sections of it, so there won't be too much more to do with this colour. My wrist is getting a little sore rubbing against that fabric. Problem is my sleeve gets in the way if I keep my sleeve down, so that's why I've got it up. Might have to get a little piece of soft fabric to hold over the edge or something. I think it's because it's kind of a wavy, jaggedy edge, so it just keeps rubbing against my skin. You do hand piercing and hand quilt. Nice. Yeah, I have attempted it once, and it didn't go well. So I'm going to try again, because I'm not going to quit just because I couldn't do it the first time. I'm going to try again. And I attempted it many years ago, and I've got a lot more experience in how to understand following patterns and things nowadays. Not that I've followed many sewing patterns, but with the amount of knitting and crochet and other types of craft patterns I've been following, I can understand things a little better. So I'm hoping that will help. My main problem though is back then I didn't have a Cricut or anything to cut my hexies out, and I am incapable of following a straight line apparently. And so they were all different sizes and different angles, and it didn't go well. Whereas I now have a bunch of pre-cut hexie templates, so I can work with them instead of trying to create my own, so they actually be more even. And then I've got some thick paper that a friend gave me to cut out more using the Cricut, so they'd be more even. So I'm hoping that it'll work better, but we will see. But at some point I'll do it on camera and you can laugh at my struggles or tell me what I'm doing wrong. Or tell me what I'm doing right if I'm doing it right. Never know. Miracles can happen. always amazes me with sewing nowadays. There's one I actually did GCSE art and design textiles. I did GCSE art and design textiles. I did 2 different art things for my GCSEs. And back then when I was learning sewing and silk painting and all that sort of stuff, we were always taught, you know, you hide your seams on the inside. You don't want them visible. But now, when you see people making face cloths and face scrubbies and things, they just do like a blanket stitch or something, an overlocking stitch or something, all around the outside edge and have it visible. They don't turn it inside out to sew and then turn it back the right way or anything, and they don't hide holes for stuffing things with ladder stitch or invisible stitch. They just sew it on the machine so it's completely visible. And that doesn't make much sense to me. I'm kind of old school. I like seams being hidden. And I know loads of people love them on the outside. They love being able to see all that handmade stuff there. But it's just not my thing. So when I make things, I always make sure all my sewing seams are on the inside. Hid away. You would do another paper piercing quilt. That'd be cool if you did. You have to share it. Show me pictures of what you do. See, I've got a bunch of Disney fabric. That's what I got from the lady who was getting rid of her scraps. I got a bunch of scraps from Disney fabric, so I want to make a Disney themed one for myself. It wouldn't be for sale or anything like that, don't get me wrong. It's all for me. But I'd be a little worried about doing that on stream, because obviously there's a lot of rules following Disney and copyright and all that. And I know somebody got dinged for doing a 5D painting that apparently didn't have proper copyright stuff to do it. And I don't want to get dinged making a quilt with copyright fabric without a license to make money in the sense of streaming it and getting money from YouTube. I don't quite know how the rules work on that. Such a delicate balance of these things. I know the saying, you know, mess with the house, lose your house. Mess with the mouse, lose your house. So, you don't want to mess with the mouse. A few more and then we'll be done with this colour. I do not have the templates anymore. Yeah, as I said, I was really lucky that a friend of mine gave me a whole bunch of, I think they're 1-inch hexes that I can use until I get myself set up with like the proper templates to draw them out, get them designed in Cricut to cut them out for me. But I don't have any like of the rulers and things. I have a quilting ruler that's semicircles, but I don't have like hexy ones or anything. I don't even remember where I got the semicircle one, because the bags and things I make were always totes, so they were straight lines, not circular of any kind, so I don't actually remember why I got the semicircle ruler, but I have one. Right, I think that is all of those. Oh no, hang on, we got just a few more there tucked in. Missed a few. My nephew's going to come over next week. He's going to do my admin database of all my sales from the wall show, but then he's going to help me try to learn how to use my 3D printer and hopefully my laser engraver as well. And then I'll finally be able to do the stuff that I've got planned for that, but I haven't had the nerve to do on my own. Just spot a couple up here we can do on this. And I'm telling you. Yeah, just do a couple more there. Those ones aren't covered by the plastic up here. When I cut the plastic for this, I didn't cut it particularly straight, so some bits are more covered than others on this. So it helps just to go a little higher up than initially planned to make sure that those are covered. And I'm done. There you go, that's covered, that's half covered on those bits, so that's that done. Okay, so let's have a look. We've got a bunch of arrow bits here, and then some E's and some X's. The E's come all the way down here, the percentages and K's are all down here. I think I might start here and work up because it gives me something for my hand to go on. So let's look at what the percentage signs is, and let's work with that one for a minute. If we can find it on here, and here we go, number 22, which is 3861. 3861. Which is actually our highest number one we have. Yeah, kind of a beigey colour. So more non-interesting colours. Yeah, I don't know who created the colour scheme for this swan, but I don't like your choices. Not the colours you showed on screen when I bought them. Alright, so it's been a little while. Might take a tiny break in a minute. What time is it? 4:27. Yeah, I'll probably take a tiny break in just a minute. Go and get a snack. But I won't be long. So I've got some drinks here, but I didn't bring in a snack. Duncan has very kindly pre-prepared some boiled eggs and some cheese and pineapple on sticks for me to help myself to if I got snacky. I'm finding I cope better if I have like 4 to 6 very small meals a day rather than the normal 3 meals a day. My tummy doesn't react quite so badly that way. My heartburn has been really quite bad, and other things have been pretty bad that we don't need to mention. So I need something to think, because I have digestive meds I take because of food intolerances, but they're just not working anymore. It seems no matter what I eat, I react now. So I just need to eat very, very, very small meals, so that my belly has time to deal with it without reacting too much. The joys of chronic ill health. Where's this go to? There. Marker there. And I know that's where I'm going to. As I said, I try to do just one row under any of the things, and that makes it easier for me to spot where I am going to, and I don't miss any bits that aren't covered by that, so they don't gather too much dust or something while they're waiting for me to do it. As I said, this one has been sat waiting for me to do more on since November last year. But I'm hoping to be able to do it once a month minimum now. As though we do have more wall shows coming up, I have a little more time to prepare for them, so it shouldn't be too bad, hopefully. And local lady's giving up her business in indie dyeing yarn, so I'm buying off of her some of her supplies, so I'm going to have more bain marie so I can dye more yarn, more fibre simultaneously. So it means that it'll take less days to get it all done, because I can dye more colours or more bases all at the same time, which would be really handy. I'm going to try to get the cameras set up out in the garage so that we can film more. I've filmed the odd bit here and there, but it's hard to get the cameras set up in the garage because half of the garage is Duncan's woodwork area, half of it is my dyeing area, and then squished in between all of that, taking up small sections of each of our half, is the chest freezer and the fridge freezer, and then we also have the washing machine and the tumble dryer in there, so there's not a lot of spare space to set up cameras. I know several of you had asked about me filming my yarn dyeing process, so I will try my very best to get it set up more. We've got one stand out there now that's a permanent tripod out there set up for Duncan, so I should be able to commandeer that while I'm dyeing, and hopefully at least that'll be something. And then maybe these new ones I'm using for these cameras that I currently have on might be enough angle wise to be able to clip it to something and still get it in the correct place. We will see. Oh, a couple more there. Okay, so I'm not going to continue past that point. There is some more there, but that's the next section, so I'll leave that for next time. And we'll move on. Let's do the K's so we can fill in that section there, I think. That's our best bet. So, drop. There we go. In we go. Right, so I'm going to take a quick break and then we'll come back and we'll do the K's, but I'm not going to be long, so stick around. Hey guys, I just need to readjust this because I had to move it all to be able to get out. We're back in place. Did you miss me? So, I'm waiting for nice warm weather so I can get out the process wool and do some dyeing. Ah, yes. It's just the thing, in it, trying to process wool and dye wool and all that while it's cold. It's blooming hard work. It takes so much longer for my dye yarn to dry and my fibre to dry in the winter. I have heated racks for them, but it still takes so long. It's ridiculous. So I try to do as much of my dyeing in the warmer months to tide me over during the winter months. But I can never judge exactly how much is going to sell. So sometimes I misjudge it and I have to do some stuff in the winter as well, which is not great. But because washing it in the garage in the winter, the water is ice cold when you're doing the rinsing, and it's just it's painful on the hands. Lucky for me, Duncan does it. I can't do it anymore. I need to get one of those spin dryers, but they don't come cheap and it's really hard to find any second hand. I've been trying but I haven't found one. But they're over £100 new. I can literally buy a tumble dryer cheaper than I can buy a spin dryer, which is insane. So until then, Duncan does it for me because my hands aren't strong enough to rinse the water out, squeeze it out, and we've broken so many salad spinners doing it that way, they just can't cope. That Duncan does it all for me at the moment. But yeah, it's not fun doing it in the winter months. So we try to do all my dyeing in the summer, but we'll see how it goes. Right, so what we were going to do the K's next, weren't we? So that is 3042. 3042. That's these ones, I think. Okay, 3042, yeah. Yeah. I had a lovely boiled egg and some of the pineapple and cheese on sticks as a little snack, and that filled me up nicely. It's just what I needed. But it's kind of ridiculous that's all it takes to fill me up now, is a boiled egg and 3 lots of cheese and pineapple on sticks. But that did it. This is why Duncan has to make smaller meals for me. Problem is, if I wait to get super hungry to have bigger meals, not only does my stomach react to that, but I actually get nauseous from not eating, which doesn't work well either, because once you're nauseous you don't want to eat anything. So it's finding a fine balance between enough calories to count as a meal and not so much food that I feel ill after eating or waiting too long to eat. To be fair, I'm nauseous most of the time. That's why I have the anti-nausea band that I've taken off, because it was irritating my wrist. Right, so let's do E, I think, because E starts there and we mostly go around that outside edge with a couple of bits dotting in there. So I think we'll do E next. What's E? E is that one, which is 355. Glad I put these all in number order so it makes it quicker to find. My watch's battery is going. Only quite a few of these, I think, I supposed to watch them. I looked at my watch, said the battery's dying, still didn't put it in low power mode. It's real clever of me. Put it on low power mode. There we go. Now, that should last until you go to bed tonight. It's on 9%. But the power block that I use to charge, actually powering this, but it's turned off. Why is it turned off? There we go. Didn't realise that turned off. Now I can see. Oh, that's a little white. Let's dim that down a little. There we go. There. That's why I couldn't see these very well. You can see them now though. Keep checking YouTube to see if I can see about ads, but I don't see anything popping up and I don't know how often they come. You got anything nice planned for the weekend, you guys? Because it'll soon be with us, won't it? Which is in itself amazing. This week seems to have flew by. I've got my Saturday board game group this Saturday. We do Wednesday evenings every week, but once a month we do a Saturday to try to get other people to come along who can't make the Wednesday evenings. So I've got that on Saturday, and then Duncan and Mally and all that are going off karting on Sunday, which is why I may go live so that I'm not so lonely and all on my lonesome. It's weird, I don't like being on my own, but I also don't like being with people too much. I have a limit. Like my social battery gets drained after a couple of hours, so doing these lives really helps because it's less draining for me, because it's not that I have to be fully interactive the whole time. I can zone out and do this and just keep an eye on chat and then chat to you guys when you're available, and when people are lurking we can just be like work buddies, just working as body double type things, which is quite cool. No one has massive expectations of me of being happy and chirpy and full of energy, which I can't do all the time. I can do for a short amount of time, but not for many, many hours. I think this Saturday they're going to do Nemesis again. We did that last month as well, and it took us, I think the game took 5.5 hours. So they're going to try to prep it earlier this time round, so hopefully it won't take quite as long. And the more we play it, the more we get used to it. But I don't know if we're all going to play Nemesis. It depends on how many people show up. It might be that some of us will separate off into a different group and play different games, which is what we did at yesterday's board game group. There was 10 of us, so we actually split into 2 groups and played 2 5-player games each. I missed board game group last Wednesday because it was mine and Dunk's wedding anniversary, and I was still kind of recovering from the wall show, so I wasn't up for attending. So it was quite nice to be able to make it and play some games this week and be able to do the Saturday as well. So that's the outer edge limit on that one. So let's just slide those ones in. Here's our border. That's our border for them. How many a year? What do you mean how many a year? Or how many board game groups do I do a year? Because I don't know, I don't count. One every week and then an extra one every month. So 5 a month, give or take. I think that might be all of the E's. Trying to work out if those ones on the top. No, that one is fully covered, so that one's fine. And they're covered with that. So I think that's all the E's. Just missed a couple of M's here. So I might just quickly fill in those M's I missed. What was the M's? Anyone remember? Because I can't. What was it? 3860. So that was those ones. Just got 2 M's to fill in there. Perfect. 2 fell out. And both of them fell out up the right way as well. Yay. Okay. So that's those 2 filled in. Right. I think we'll do the stars next. Because that goes along there. We've got one of those arrow ones, but most of those are up there, so we'll do that after. We'll do these stars that will finish about there. Which looks to be that one, number 11, so it's 3830. 3830. 3830. Yep, these ones. I'd love to know what random symbol colour they use to create this, because they don't go in like a colour number order or anything. They just seem to be all over the place. Oh, how many years have I been married? 20 years! Yeah, we've been married 20 years now. We're doing the stars, aren't I? Yeah. We actually been on and off dating since we were 14, so 30... math. Right, I'm 44. So, yeah, 30 years. Coming up to 31 years this year. We've been on and off dating, but we got married 20 years ago. Yeah, our youngest turns 20 tomorrow because we had him just after the wedding, because he decided after a year of trying and not actually getting anywhere, and we booked our wedding, he decided to come along. We had to change the date slightly because he was actually due on our wedding day, so we pulled the wedding forward by a few days, well, 9 days. and then had him after. Our other two came before the marriage because apparently they were coming no matter what we did. Oh, excuse me, sorry if you heard that. Are you having a problem with the YouTube chat, Cheryl? The reason why it's coming up in the Discord now. You've been married 48 years. Nice. Honestly, I don't know how we've made it to 20 years. It's been touch and go. Almost missed that lone one there. I see you've seen chat. Yeah, because it vibrates my watch. Though now that's on low power mode. It's not lighting up anymore. But yeah, my watch vibrates, which tells me if I've got something going on in the Discord. Yeah, I'm gonna have to work out how to add some kind of sound system so I know when people message in the chat. Sure, there's got to be some way of doing it. It's just whether I can do it for Twitch and YouTube. I don't know if Restream has capabilities of doing it. Yeah, it's quite handy when my watch vibrates to tell me I've got something, because otherwise I often don't hear it. Duncan will hear my phone go and I won't. And they're like, "You've got a message," and I'm like, "I have?" Duncan's currently stuck in a all afternoon long work meeting. They have a company-wide meeting. I think it's once a month on a Thursday afternoon. Sorry. And he's stuck in that. When I went to my break, I popped upstairs quickly. and he was on that. So, sounds boring to me, but it's vital company information. They do lots of different updates and things, so he has to be there. I'm glad I don't. We're probably going to get this square done by the end of stream, which is nice. Because we've got, what, about half hour left. I'm going to finish work in about half hour. So I think we'll be able to do it, don't you? There's not a huge amount left to do. So I don't think I've got steampunk or anything this evening, so it's going to be quite a relaxed evening. We were supposed to have a steampunk meet up last Thursday, I think it was, but they had to cancel. And I don't think it's been rearranged. I'll double check just in case, but I'm pretty sure it's not been rearranged. So it's really a quite nice, quiet evening. John can finish his work. Mally's already home from college, so probably get dinner sorted reasonably early. Me and Dunk have been working through Fear the Walking Dead. We'd watched up to season 6 a long time ago, but season 7 was paid for extra on Prime at the time, and we weren't paying extra, so we waited until it was ready, and we thought, well, we might as well wait until it's finished and then start the whole thing from the beginning. So that's what we've done. So we're on season 7 now, and I think it's 8 seasons, so we're getting close to finishing it. So we might end up watching that tonight to try to get through a bunch more episodes, and then we can say we've watched the whole thing and we know what happens. So I do like to finish series if I can. I think I just put these all on the wrong one. Oh, bollocks. What are we doing? 3830. Them. I think I just put them all on the wrong one, didn't I? I put them on the arrows, which is 498. Damn it. Ugh. That's what you get for not paying attention to checking. You just had an ad again. See, yeah, I'm not getting any notification up this end. No, I'm going to need to strip these back and work out which ones shouldn't have been on there. Damn it. Where did I start going wrong? That was correct. That row was correct. That row is correct. I think that one was incorrect. Yep. So I mean, I zone out and I forget things. That row is correct. That row is correct. That one's incorrect. So definitely from that point upwards were incorrect. So is that one. Those ones are all incorrect. Got some there, so may have been somewhere around here I went wrong. Yeah, that one's correct. So we went wrong from this point upwards. Where's the tweezers and reach it easier? I do. Good job these don't stick down very well, isn't it? God, these are very flexible tweezers. I've got some better tweezers. These ones are stronger. Let's try these ones. Yeah, they're better. So. Right. So much for getting this done before the end of the stream. Now my hands are starting to become annoying too. I keep pink. I have no idea where that one pinged to, so we'll rescue that later. I need a sound that you can trigger that says, Sonia messed up again. Because no doubt I will do it often when I'm doing these things. So this is like incorrect placement. Don't know why my brain suddenly thought I was doing these arrows, not the stars. Sorry, you can do. If we get close, no idea where that pinged to either. If we get close to finishing, I'll probably just stream a little later to finish it, but if we're still far away because I've had to take these off, then I'll leave it to finish off stream, ready for the next section next time. I think that's correct at that point. Yes, that one's correct. And then didn't we put a couple here, I think, didn't we? Yeah. Move that leader there. Leave that one because I just missed one there. It doesn't matter if I miss one there, I can do what I do that second. Okay. All the incorrect ones are now taken off. And I can put them back in the right place. Right, stars. We were doing stars, weren't we? 3830. 3830 star, yes. Right, 100% we're doing stars. E's missing there, I just pinged that off a minute ago. And I was taking the other one off because it wasn't missing just now, so I'm going to have to kidnap another E from underneath the flap to replace that, I think. Save me pulling them out again. There we go. There, let's finish doing the stars before we jump ahead and start doing the arrows. I'm doing it again. I literally just stopped putting them on the arrows again. What is wrong with me? Clearly my brain just wants to do the arrows. The problem is because this particular colour matches the arrow colour more than it matches the star colour. So I think my brain is just automatically trying to match the colour to colour. This is why I like the colours to match properly and not just be random. Right, I think that's all the uncovered stars. And now I would normally do the 9s here next. I think I'm going to do the arrows so that I can't mess up doing them again. I think that's going to be my best bet because apparently my brain wants me to do those arrows. What colour are those arrows? Not that one, not the other way. That one. 4, 9, 8. 4, 9, Oh no, we're on the end. Okay, let's do the arrows as they want to be done so badly. Don't know who I'm going to raid out to tonight because I don't actually know who's on, so we're going to have to just have a look when I get near to the end and see who we have. I'm always open to suggestions of who to raid to, so if you have anyone you want me to raid into, pop them in the comments and I can check them out. I'll pop them in the chats rather, not the comments. That's the YouTube and me coming out there. Could do doing some of those up there because that's not covered. Let's see if we've got time to do them. Didn't take too long to get all those ones back off. I think we still might be able to finish this before I need to end. Duncan doesn't mind if I stream over, but it's always a race to make sure I'm done before Reese decides to show his face, which could be at any point because he comes and goes as he pleases. But more often than not, he's in the middle of a phone call on loudspeaker when he comes in. So it's trying to get offline before he comes home is usually safest. Need to find time to watch Cheadle's vlog back because I missed his stream yesterday. And it's the one where he's playing the game that scares him. It's so funny to watch. The problem, there's so many people I like following on Twitch now that I can't watch them all live because there's so many live at the same time. And often I just lose track of the day and time and forget which one's streaming when. Almost all the arrows done. It didn't take too long at all, did it? I'll just pop these three out as though. Yeah. Did I miss any? Yes, that one down there. Dropped it. There it is. There. Okay. That's all the elevators done. Now I can't accidentally do them for the third time. Right, let's go back to where we would have done, which is down here, the 9s. There's our time here. So 9 is 3, 7, 7, 8. 3, 7, 7, 8. These ones. Still need to oil my chair. You can probably hear how squeaky it is. Hiya, Mally! How you doing? You had a good day? You've just missed me have to take a bunch off because I put them on the wrong one. But we are back on track again. How was Cluedo? Did you win? Long day at work, just have to do some repair work to the bus disorder printer does the handle snapped off. Oh no! Bummer! I've got my nephew coming over next week and he's going to help me learn how to use my 3D printer. I've been assured it's very easy to do, but I'm just too nervous to start it up on my own. So he's going to come along and show me how to do it. There's a lot of things that will get made on it. My first project's going to be really simple though. I just want a new attachment for my walker to put my walking stick on because it puts it up too high. So I want something that lowers it down a bit. and then I'll get on with some fun projects. Mine is Enders 3, I think it's called. It's an old one. I got it second hand from a friend. So it's like an Enders 3 version 1 or something, I think. Yeah, I'm confused because some places say they're really good for beginners, and Craig, who sold me it, said it was fantastic for him as a beginner, and that's why he gave me first dibs on buying it. But I've seen some people saying it's actually a horrid one to start on with as a beginners, and then other people go, no, it's not, it's the best one to start on. So I don't know. I'm so confused with it. But I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure I'll get there once it's a learning curve in it. It just takes a little bit to learn. So what one you got? Because there's different type of ones as well, isn't there? Because there's the ones that kind of print from the top, and the ones that have like that liquid cure resin ones that come from the bottom and that as well. It's all so confusing. There's so many to learn, and then there's all the different types of filament, which has been fascinating to learn about. But I've found some really pretty colours I will work with, like those ones that have like multiple colours. I should put on two. Yeah, I think once I've done a couple of things and got the gist with how it all works, I'll be fine. It's the same with my laser engraver. I have started that up and the test engraves on that, and that was pretty simple. I just have to get around to designing the things I want to do on that and then do those. But I've been nervous to try because it's it was simple to use, but it still has some quirks to it, and so I've been even more nervous with the 3D printer, because at least with the laser engraver I can practice on scraps of wood, so it's not as costly to make mistakes, whereas obviously the filament's not the cheapest thing in the world and there's no reusing it after, so I've been nervous to waste money on it. You got the bamboo printer with an arms extension so I can do full colours. Nice! Oh, I'm a little jealous. One day, when I make good use of this one, maybe I'll get a better quality one. But nice, full colours. You can do so many cool things when you can do all those different colours. Obviously I'm going to be reliant on just having the changing colour filaments. That's the 9 that's done. I think, oh, hang on, I just spotted one in the middle there. One in among all of the 2s. So I think we'll do the 2s next and that'll get that section filled in. We'll do the X's up here, and then I think I'm just going to try to do a couple up here. It's above my main line, but I cut this one a bit shorter up here apparently. So these ones are actually not covered, and I want to make sure they stay covered. Unless I can move that one down, I'll have to check how high up it is to whether I can move it down. You've been going down the rabbit hole. I know it's really sad, but I want to make one of those, the dragons that are all wibbly, because they just look cool. And I know, like, everybody does them. I'm in this point that I see people saying, if I see another one of those dragons, but I think they're cool and I want to do one. Okay. 2 is 3046. guess we got a lot of these, because that is quite full. They do. I've not done one yet. You've not done one yet? Yeah, I think it will be one of my top 10 projects to do before I move on to... I'll do my the stand I need for my cane, and then do a couple of small projects while I learn how to design. And then yeah, I think I'll probably do a dragon. Just one or two with the colour changing filaments, just for myself. I don't actually know where I'm going to put them, but I'll find space on a shelf somewhere to put them. I have some really cool 3D printed trees that I bought from a local crafter for Christmas tree type ornament things, and they colour change depending on which size you have them, which is really fascinating to me. So I want to see how we can design things that do that. I think once I've got up and running, I can imagine my boys are going to design themselves a bunch of swords and things, because they do like to torment each other. I mean, my eldest at one point when he was younger made a working crossbow out of Lego because he wanted to do archery at Cannes, so he just made himself a crossbow. I don't know if it's called archery when it's done with a crossbow and not the other angle ones, but you know, whatever it's called. He wanted to use a crossbow, so he made one out of Lego. And it actually worked really well, quite disturbingly well. You've done some of that filament, it's really cool. I want some of the heat colour. They do heat colour changing ones? Oh, I'm gonna have to look into that. I didn't know they did heat colour changing ones. Okay, that's my new rabbit hole. Will go down tonight then. Longbow. Ah, thank you, Cheryl. See, I knew one of you lot would know the proper names of these things. Cheadle would know. I'm sure it's Cheadle who says he does archery. I'm always relying on you lot to tell me because I'm always useless. Ah, that's just come up with stars instead. I'm assuming that's supposed to be a link, Mally. I don't know how I can accept links. Yeah, if you whisper it to me, that'd be better. Yeah, because I don't think you're in my Discord, are you? So you can't pop the link in there. You have used a longbow. Nice. I always wanted to, but I've never been able to. I mean, we've had the little toy kitty ones, don't get me wrong, but they used to do events up at Old Sarum, archaeological events, and they had them there for the kids to play on, but it was really for the kids to learn, not the adults. So I never got a chance to play, which was not fair, because I wanted to have a learn, and now I don't think I have the strength to do it, which is a shame. I know so many different. Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it, Mally? There's just so many, keeping track of them all. I started off with none, and then I joined Hollies, then I joined Colds, and then it's just snowballed from there. And I'm in so many at this point that I'm going to have to watch which ones I join, because I just can't do them all. It's too hard. X. Okay, so the X's are 666. Did I read that wrong? 'Cause I can't see that. 666. Did I have that in the wrong order? Because I can't see it here. I wonder if I've got it labelled as 999 instead. Is there a 999 on here? There isn't. I've got it labelled as 999 instead of 666. I must have looked at the thing upside down when I did it. Never mind. This is the first time we've got any bright colours. How do I see others on Discord? If you mean other people's servers, you have to be, like I did with the link for you, you have to be invited into their Discord, so people who have them will share them on their socials and you get invited into them that way. I don't think you can kind of search for other ones. And if you mean just like the other people in my server, I have no idea. I'm still learning how to use it all myself. I usually have to get my youngest son to tell me how to do something in it. He was teaching me yesterday how to put my custom emotes in it. Duncan is sneaking around trying not to be too noisy because he's obviously finished work. Yep. But we've done quite well. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it there. And I'm going to see if this piece will move down and cover those few. Because they should have been in that section anyway, not this section. So we did manage to get the section done on stream, even though I had to pull back. I'm going to leave that sideways so I can reorganise that and put that back in the right place. But we done quite well. Oops, I dropped a few there. There's plenty of them. So it's coming along. So next time we're going to work on this section here. Just going to stick that there a minute, cover that. All those bits haven't been covered. So that will go up to about here for this section. So we've got 2 more sections on here and then we'll move up to the next row. But that's not too bad, I don't think. So I think we're going to leave it there. So let's see if there's anyone to raid into. I don't know who's on. Let's have a look, see. Who have we got doing crafting? We've got Natasha, Mad Glitter. Okay, so Natasha, Mad Glitter of who I've got here. So maybe any of you lot know Natasha? We'll pop into Natasha, I think, if she lets me. Let's have a look, see if she accepts raids. Looks like it. Looks like she's doing some embroidery. Ooh, pretty embroidery too. So let's start that. Now we're going to go into Natasha. So thank you all for joining me today. It's been lovely to have you in, and thank you for the new follows. We will be back on Tuesday with House of a Thousand Doors Evil Inside. And then Thursday we'll be back, and we probably won't be doing this, we'll probably be doing some embroidery, not embroidery, some cross stitch. And then possibly I will see you maybe tomorrow or Sunday if I'm feeling up to doing them then. But I will see you all soon. You all have a fab time. Take care. Bye.